Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Britik coming as fast with another video, and today we are going to be talking about Fault. Is it worth the $20 now after patch 13? What are my first impressions on it, and what you guys should expect heading into this patch? So if you guys do enjoy the video, please consider dropping a like, and let's get right into it. Now, SMS was very kind in helping me get a private server set up so I can run around and record some footage for you guys in a calm environment just to kind of show off the new patch a little bit. And also I have some gameplay from my streams, which if you guys have been missing, have been pretty fun these last few days. A lot of people are excited for patch 13, and a lot of people are coming to me directly into my chat and sharing how much they are enjoying playing the new patch and how fresh the game feels again. So if you guys want to check me out over there on Twitch, you guys know where to find me, BritikHD, just like all my other socials. And what I have to say about patch 13, the biggest takeaway obviously is that it just feels like more of a game now, which is something that I've been stressing to everybody who has asked me, how does it feel now? How does it feel? Because previously, especially with the way the HUD was laid out and looked like, it felt more like a work in progress project, which it is, but less so than a game. And you need to make it feel like a game if people want to play it, because people don't play things that are not games unless they play with my emotions. Fuck you, Rebecca. The mixture of the new HUD with things being shown the way they're supposed to be shown, and the quality of life improvements that make the game feel more fleshed out and not just a bare bones skeleton, make the gameplay experience much more smooth in that regard, as well as the new flashing lights. When you get hit by an enemy, it starts blinking red, so you know when you're taking damage. That helps get you into the action. There's an SFX and a VFX rework that went down that helps you feel more immersed and helps the audio sound better when you're using your abilities, when you're backing, when you're hitting jungle camps, and when you're fighting, obviously, in team fights. One of the biggest changes is the addition of shrines to the map, which are new buffs that are located near the lanes and are meant for the laners to take and use during battle with the help of your jungler. A good jungler will now incorporate into the jungle route a moment in time to come and either steal a buff away from the enemy laner or help his own laner or her own laner take the buff for themselves to try and get an advantage in lane and get your team ahead. These shrines are really interesting. You get mana and health back per hit, and then when you take it, you also get a good chunk of mana and health back, so it's a good way to keep sustainability in the jungle and keep farming if you want to do that, as well as gives you some golden XP upon taking of the buff, and all the buffs do different things. The green buff gives you health and mana regen over a period of time. The middle buffs, there are two for the mid laners, one on each side, that do the same thing. Those give you a 5% XP bonus and some mana regen. And then there's also the gold buff, which gives you plus 15 gold on last hit, including last hit on jungle minions as well. So if you're the jungler and you steal the gold buff, you could still use it as well. So it adds another layer to the gameplay, and it does spice things up a bit, especially up in the higher brackets of play where people have been playing this game for a while now. I know, like in the internal testing sessions, sometimes there's some sweat banding going on and things get pretty crazy. You sometimes get 5v5, 4v4 team fights over the gold buff, for example, just because it's considered that important. So it's nice to have a brand new, fresh kind of gameplay mechanic in the game to make it feel like a newer, better version of the game. But other than that, no new characters have been added, no new items have been added just yet. Just how the game looks and how the game feels have been dramatically improved, and this is the biggest patch that they have ever come out with over there at SMS. So overall, it's a positive. I mean, it's the right step forward. You need the game to start feeling more like a game, and everything's great. When it comes to balance, there are some characters that are better now that used to be worse, but SMS promised bi-weekly, twice a month, every 2 weeks, hashtag every 2 weeks, balance patches to get you going and keeping the meta fresh. So we'll see if they uphold that end of the bargain, but at the end of the day, they did a good job, and I think the game is worth 20 bucks now. Now, there are still some flaws. Obviously, there's still some bugs, some funny bugs that are being worked on every day. I know the coders are busy slaving away trying to squash these bugs. There are some bugs that are hard to replicate that they're still trying to fix. There are some simpler, funnier bugs that are probably easier to fix, such as, you know, keybinds messing you up, not letting you have access to certain features in the game. But, you know, those features are just quality of life anyway. It's not really that big of a deal in my opinion, at least the ones that I've had to deal with. However, there are still bugs that needs to be addressed, and they are working on it. So it's not 100% perfect. It's still technically considered a beta because it's an early access. So keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt. But if you're a fan of Paragon, if you miss playing Paragon, if you have a PC and you can download Steam, you can spend the $20, I think it's worth it. Even with Predecessor coming around the corner, we still don't know when Predecessor is going to come out. So if you're waiting for Predecessor, might as well hop on board and play a few games. Maybe, you know, try it out just so you have a full experience, just so you have a holistic approach to the whole Paragon Successor situation, the Para-Zombie situation, whatever you want to call it, just so you can taste every little thing that's on the platter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss another video. You guys can also check me out live almost every single day on Twitch at BritikHD. Usually start streaming in the mornings, Pacific time, West Coast, California time, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., somewhere around there. That's usually when we start the streams, and it's a lot of fun. You guys have been tuning out, showing up, and it's been a good time. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm glad that we can get things going again. Things are feeling fresh again with patch 13, and I'm excited to bring more content your way. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure you have a wonderful day. Peace. Fuck you, Rebecca. I can't leave that in there.